Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Devin Adams. I'm a Fortinet instructor here in Tempe, Arizona, and I record these videos for people who take my class. And in the last video, we set up a SSL VPN web portal for our sales guy here, Paul, right? And we gave him access to a internal web server, and we also gave him access to a file share that's on the domain controller. So in this video, it's going to be an extension of that, all right? And I don't practice these videos, so I apologize ahead of time. Trying to see if I can remember how to do it. But essentially, we're going to give Betty, our marketing person, remote desktop access through her own web portal. All right, so maybe she has a little bit more sensitive information, or maybe she actually needs her work PC with all of her cool marketing tools, and we just simply want to give her like a an agentless web, RDP client to do that. So yeah, hopefully it won't take too long because we've already done the hard work, right? So let's begin now with our FortiGate. So let's log in real quickly. All right, so here we go. I can never remember my passwords. I got to turn off like so bad we're teaching about security. I got to turn off my passwords. All right, so I'm going to log into my FortiGate. All right, and just like before, we need to make the marketing firewall group. Okay, so we're going to go to our users and devices. We're going to go to our user groups. And we did sales before, but now we're going to do one for marketing. All right, so marketing. It'd be nice if I added an R. There we go. And then we're going to say anyone that comes back from this domain controller, right? A part of marketing. There we go. Associate it with this firewall group. Not too bad, right? Perfect. So we've already done the hard work with the SSL. So now we just got to create a separate portal just for her. So we're going to go to portals. All right. We're going to say new. We're going to call this marketing. Okay. We're not using tunnel mode. We're using web mode, and sure, we'll do blue this time, right? Now I am gonna have the session information and also the login history because I'm gonna try to educate Betty that that's a lot of control from the outside. So I want to make sure that she keeps an eye out on how many times she's been logged in, so on and so forth. So she might see something shady, she can report it. Okay, we don't need the FortiClient in this example. All right, but let's go ahead and make that bookmark for her PC. All right, so here we're going to say it's remote desktop. All right. Now the host, this is kind of cool. I've actually haven't done this in a while. So the host is going to be her PC. Now there's a good chance that we're going to want what you call it, DNS to do the looking up. All right, because normally if we're doing any kind of any kind of DHCP, all right, we don't want her IP address obviously to change. Okay, now I don't think I have the FortiGate pointed to the domain controller for a resolution. So if the FortiGate can't resolve that host name, it won't be able to do it. And that's just unfortunately going to have to be a different lesson. All right, so I'm actually going to go into our marketing PC right here. All right, I'm going to let Betty log in. Okay, and I'm going to steal her IP address right now. I just thought of that, by the way, off the top of my head. I'm all thinking to myself, you know what? We'll probably want to put her PC name in the future. Maybe I'll add that to my list of videos to do. So here we go. But her IP address as it stands at the moment is going to be, it looks like 10.1.3.10. All right, cool. That works. So bloop. But normally we wouldn't be able to do that, right? So I hope all that made sense. So I'm gonna give this I'm just gonna say work PC, so she knows it's her work PC, and then it's gonna be 10.1.3.10. All right, that's the standard port, and then we'll just say Betty's remote PC. All right, so Then after that, the username is going to be, now here's the thing too. We don't know Betty's password. I don't want to know Betty's password. All right, so we're going to pass along her credentials through the VPN tunnel. I don't want to know that stuff. Okay, so there we go. There's the bookmark for Betty. Okay, now we need to go onto her PC if I remember right, and we do need to turn on remote desktop. So if I can remember how to do it, and so I'm going to go over here to System. I know. All right, I'm running out of time for these lab environments. I'm going to have to retire it here pretty soon. Okay, so here we go. System info. Remote settings, okay? It does take administrative rights. Administrator. All right, here we go. And we are going to allow connections, okay? So, and I really don't know what level of encryption it's using. So I'm just going to turn this off just simply because it's using the RDP client from the FortiGate, okay? Select users, and then obviously we need to add Betty. So marketing. All right, there we go. So she can actually log in. All right. Nice. Hopefully that's it. Knock on wood, right? So, all right, cool. So now we're gonna hit OK. String contains cross-site. Okay. Did it not like the description? I don't see anything there that has cross-site scripting vulnerabilities. PC. That might just be a web browser error. Okay, yeah, it was just kind of a web browser error. So there we go. And now let me just make sure that that sticks. So once in a while, if you guys ever get an error message up here, just make sure it's not a web browser error. And look at that, it did not take it. Let's try it again. I have no idea why. So here I'm just going to say something like work. I'll use camel casing this time. RDP. All right. The host is going to be 10.0. Oh, no, it's not. 10.1.3.10. All right. And we'll pass it along. Okay, standard RDP decryption. All right, sure. All right, yeah, I have no idea. It took that time though. But now we have to actually marry the portal to when I say marry, I mean like connect the two together, and that's done through the SSL VPN settings. So we're going to come down here. All right, I'm going to say create new, and I'm going to say if someone logs in as a part of marketing, give them the marketing web portal. Yeah, it's as easy as that, guys. So not too bad. All right. Now, once again, it's yelling at us about using the internal certs. Okay. But we are going to have to write the right firewall policy. All right. So let's go over to our policy and objects, IP4, create new. All right. We have that virtual SSL tunnel, and that's where her traffic's going to pop out of. All right. So we'll just call this a marketing VPN access or something like that. And this time, though, she's actually going to be popping out to the marketing department. All right. So now, unfortunately, I have it in a zone, but that's okay because our destination, we can actually just point it to marketing. So it's more specific. So it knows which interface to take. All right. And the source is obviously going to be, we need something in there. So we'll say users is going to be marketing. And also for the addresses, I can just simply put in the SSL VPN tunnel. All right. Now, normally it would be only used for our tunnel mode, but it's coming from the FortiGate's internal IP address, so it doesn't matter. All right. So now services here, that's going to be up to you. Sorry about that. I had more interruptions. Anyways, the services here, we're going to have to pick, the ones that are going to be relative. Now, we are only allowing RDP access, so, for the sake of completeness, we could theoretically just have our RDP access, all right? Because it already has access using the other firewall policy to get to resources that she's going to need once she's sitting in her PC using remote desktop. All right. That's not needed. Okay. So looks good to me. All right. And in theory, it should work. Now I say in theory because I don't practice these. Okay. So let's go ahead and try it out. Are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and go to our remote site. Okay. So here we go. So this is going to be Betty at home. Look, Paul never logged out. Thanks, Paul. Anyways. Hey, at least it kicked him off. So, okay. But now we're going to do Betty, and we're going to use Betty's password, right? We're going to log in. Hopefully she gets in just fine, which she did. Okay. And there's her work PC. All right. Now she clicks it. Sure, we know. Okay. Okay, connection closed, reconnect, and it looks like it's still giving us a problem. So, which, that's fine. I probably screwed something up there. All right. In fact, why don't I do the credentials blank and see if we can't get at least a login screen? That's the first thing I would troubleshoot. So like I said, to troubleshoot this, guys, what I would do is that I would go to my FortiGate, right? And I'd play around with that web portal. So we know the web portal works. There's something wrong with the bookmark about it. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to my local in policy, not local in policy, my VPN, my portal, go to marketing. All right, there's probably something wrong here. Okay, so I said pass along the credentials. It might be this. Okay. All right. So let me try that first. I'll allow the server to choose the type. All right, and there should be, okay, committed. And then we'll come back to the remote PC. I'll just hit a real quick refresh. Okay. All right, details, continue. There we go. So yeah, it was an encryption level. So once again, guys, it was just the level of encryption that was giving it problems there. I just did allow the server to select it, and it actually worked. Now here's the cool thing, guys. This is Betty at home, right? She's using the RDP portal to actually access the internal resources. Okay. Now if we go ahead and we full screen this, it gets rid of her toolbar at the bottom, and it really does feel like she's working from work. And we can test this here. All right. So for starters, remember that HR website that we went to. So we'll go to hr .it ninja .lab. And of course, because it's not a qualified domain name, top level domain name. So http hr.itninja.lab. There you go. She can access the internal websites. All right, because it's literally her work PC. Okay. Also, that file share that we did, that map drive that were there. I mean, it's there because it's accessing it from her PC at work, right? Marketing stuff, right? So, and the reason why is because on the firewall, let's go there real quickly. Her VPN tunnel is all going through the FortiGates through the web browser using that little applet. All right. And the firewall rules are already here that are allowing her to do that. So it's literally popping her into her desktop using RDP and only RDP. And then from there, it's going from her PC, which is going to be the internal production, to the resources that she needs in the domain controller. All right. So there you guys go. That was all Betty needs to do her job, right? And then to log out, obviously she can time out or just close out the browser. or just log out for the day. So hopefully someone found that helpful. And I don't know if I'm going to get to any more today, but our next step is going to be to take these PCs home. All right. So, and then that way they can access internal resources directly from home using the Forta client. So, um, sorry for the impromptu-ness, guys, but I always record my screw ups. So I'm human. Anyways, um, but yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on. So, all right, thanks a lot, guys. Till next time.